Gamers Assembly 2019 is soon coming to an end. Only one match left to be played is the Grand Final. One of the top contenders for a spot in the Grand Final and a finalist from last year's edition is OmnipotZ. OmnipotZ Gamers Assembly 2019 is over. How did this event go for you?
It didn't. Oh, sorry. I'm like super tired right now. It was a very exhausting event.
Yeah.
Like it was long. How did it go for me? I'd say. Well, the first day it was like okay. I'd say decent. I got to the winner semi, and then dropped down to the lower bracket. So I had to play again today at like 3 p.m. For me, I think that I end up top 10. So overall, a pretty decent result. Considering the fact that I have no team, blah 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 blah. But I guess we'll talk about that later. So yeah, overall I'd say it's okay. It's a bit frustrating to go out the way I did because I felt like I could have gone at least one step further.
Yeah.
But it's the game. It's a part of the game, and sometimes you're not as blessed as you would like to be.
Last year you finished at third on the podium. Did you expect to do somewhat the same this year, or what was your expectations going into this year's edition?
Going into this year, the level was so stacked.
Yeah.
When you look at the players, and it's like, I mean, the first event, the first J with 60 plus players, and that's great. That's great to see, like really incredible. And when you see all the names, you're like, okay, so you got the usual big names. Like, okay, well, these guys are just on another level right now. They live on another planet. Like you have Kappa, you have Pac, you have Twin, all the guys like Symbios. It's just so good. And so now my goal when I first came was like to be able to attend day 2, because initially when we look at the schedule, the day 2 was supposed to happen. Obviously on Sunday, but there were gonna be only 12 there. So I was like top 12. Yeah, that was the deal. I said with myself, like top 12, then you will go extra.
You have 4 players left, but is there anybody outside those 4 players that has surprised you in this event, like maybe did better than you expected?
Better than I expected. I'd say Bren.
Yeah.
To be frank, I'd say Bren, because I know he didn't train that much, or at least he started training pretty late, and he kept as always. I want to say as always, he kept surprising people with this bloody finalist mode. He's like so good with it. So yeah, he plays really well, and kudos to him.
Last time I spoke to you, you were part of E-Corp, and now you're, like you said, teamless. How does this affect your motivations going into an event? Does it play a matter, or?
I mean, I guess that having a team like kinda gives you this, I don't know, like something more to fight for than just yourself. And I've always been more like I think I've always said that, but I've always been more a team player than a solo player. You see, so playing like only for myself, like right now, is just let's just see how good I am. And I don't know. I just play to have fun and to meet people. And having an event with 64 tech players, you just attend it. You just have to.
But is there any progress in you finding a team, or are you happy where we are at the moment?
Right now, I'd say it's not on our side if we want to find a team or not.
Yeah.
It's just like what kind of team do we want to play for? I mean, is there something for us to gain in having that team or that team? So like most of the French tech players, the old ones, like we're just playing on our own, like the same group, just without tags. But we're always the same group, so that doesn't change.
You were one of the guys who organized the first offline event that was part of the Giant Cup. No official information about that event coming back yet, but are you guys planning on hosting something, or what's the status here?
Are you talking about the 0 to Hero thingy?
Yeah.
I mean, Mas does it all. Like Mas is the guy to contact for that. I intend on playing it, so I'm not really in the details, because like that wouldn't be fair at all. So no, I don't know. All I can say is it's gonna be 2 versus 2. So
Last event, you were the French hope in the final. This year, you have Symbios. What do you think Symbios can achieve against Pac, Kappa, and Twin?
you know when you say Pac, Kappa, and Twin, you're like okay. But to be frank, this guy just doesn't feel pressure.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like he play with no sound, he play with his music, and when he feels it, it's just too good. But then again, you have Kappa and Pac, the world championships, world champions, and Twin, man. So Twin are always there, always. So I guess it's really great, like to keep this trend of having a Frenchie in the final.
Yeah.
Like it's
But-
been 3 years in a row, I think. Yeah. Right now it's been 3 years in a row that we have a Frenchie in the final. So yeah, I think the best he can hope is third, because like Pac and Kappa are just too good if they perform as they did earlier.
I put you on the spot here. Who is going to win it?
Who's gonna win? I don't know. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Pac.
There we have it. And thank you for doing this interview, and nice meeting you once again.
Yeah, thanks.
That's it for this interview. One match left to be played. It's a grand final, and a bunch of interviews left to be done. So see you in the next one. Bye bye.